swap. Well, welcome to Market Haven. We're going straight to the stock market, but let's find out from Maurice. What is ready to do some currency swap?
We're going to do currency swaps.
Yeah. Are you ready to do some?
Well, that's if you have some money, right?
Yeah.
And
you have dollars and you have other currencies. Maybe let's go to the stock market and find out how you can do that. Let's go. All right, interesting.
So let's go to the stock market, and the composite index is down, but the financial stock index is up. That's because we saw two financial stocks, Cowbank and Enterprise Ghana, making some gains. The main composite index is down because of MTN's activity on the market, even though they didn't really lose so much because of the volume of MTN shares on the market. It's actually brought down the entire market, and so we see the main composite index going down some 8.81 points. Wow. And the year-to-date change is at 46.58%. We've seen this figure moving to 47, and then it keeps coming up and going down. But very much optimistic that by the close of year, we should be doing some 48, 50%.
Wonderful.
Thereabout. If you look at how the market has been throughout the week. So by the close of trading today, Edward, it was some 262,159 shares that exchanged hands, valued at 378,628.19 Ghana cedis. The market capitalization, we see a slight drop, 64.1 billion Ghana cedis compared to 64.2 billion Ghana cedis as of yesterday. And so that's what we see. Let's look at the gainers and the losers for today. It was Cowbank that gained a peso. So yesterday they were doing 74 pesos per share. Today they're doing 75 pesos per share. But let me quickly say that it was MTN that sold the most shares, 92,608 shares, valued at 111,129.60 pesos. But despite all that, they lost only a peso. As of yesterday, MTN share was selling at 1 cedi 21 pesos. Today they're doing 1 cedi 20 pesos. We also saw the likes of Enterprise Ghana. They lost, they gained 10 pesos today. As of yesterday, they're doing 2 cedi 40 pesos. They're doing 2 cedi 50 pesos today. So, Edward, that's how the market is looking like. Not too bad at all.
Wonderful. It's great. Yeah. Sure. Thank you very much, Maurice, for that analysis. Maurice is always out there to make sure that we get up to date from the stock market. Now let's pick a soundbite from the World Bank IMF annual meeting that is underway in Washington, D.C. President of the World Bank, David Malpass, held a press conference today. We pick a soundbite from him.
We committed $157 billion of financing that countries, a lot of it, a chunk of it is in grants. There's a lot that's zero interest rate loans and then very low interest rate loans to help countries have better development outcomes. That's the core mission of the bank, and we use the tool, and I want to again reiterate the importance of IDA within this. It's replenished normally every 3 years. We accelerated that because of COVID, so we're doing a hurry up that is vital for helping countries with vaccines, with their healthcare systems, and with poverty reduction. So now let me turn to the bigger core of that question. We're talking about a reversal of development, and one part of that is the poverty numbers are going up. And so how can the World Bank interact with that? Well, we can identify country by country where the reversals are occurring. It's broadly around the world, and then what we can do is identify ways that the world can do better on.
So that was the president of the World Bank, David Malpass, talking about how the world can reverse the gains that has been made by COVID-19 at the same time make sure that progress or development is scaled up. Wonderful. Now let's go to the Minister of Finance, where yesterday the Finance Minister gave a hint about how the Japan deal is going to be repackaged and perhaps sent to Parliament.
To Ghana's infrastructure sector,
there's really over $2 billion a year that we must be able to raise. And if you build a strong capability and balance sheet of a capacity to go out to raise money and partner with people, then you have a sustainable way.
So that was the Finance Minister, Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta, talking about a Japan deal. Now today, the Ghana Union Traders Association met with their Nigerian counterpart, and then the Ministry of Trade representative to sort out the challenges that have been happening among these traders, while the Ghanaians are insisting that the laws of Ghana, which says that if you want to enter into the retail space, you need about $1 million to be in that space. The Nigerians are asking for a deadline because they were asked to present their document. But as at the close of the deadline, about 97 Nigerians were able to do that. Let's take a soundbite from that meeting.
Now the government committee is in place to do its legitimate work. So now if you see a shop is closed, it's being done by the retail committee, and it's not so anybody who have any complaint to do with regard to any closed shop should just submit, go to their leadership, because the opportunity have been given to them is a dispensation and timelines were drawn. Yeah, the committee will decide that. The committee on retail trade are going to evaluate the documents that have been submitted, and thereafter, because if they qualify with the terms of reference, of course they will do their work legitimately with this as brothers. Yeah, and those who do not qualify, they will be out of the business space.
It's very difficult to understand when somebody is claiming his own right, because where your right stop is when another person's own started. I understand the fact that everybody is trying to do what he's supposed to do to protect his own interests, and that is fair. From the Nigeria side of it, we are aware and we know that Ghana is also part of ECOWAS, and we are here. But otherwise, there's other laws the country have that we also have to go through with. Having said that, at this point, we watch the Committee on the Retail Trade to see what they will do, praying that they will not cause more trouble for us. This will go smoothly, and I believe everybody will be happy. However, there's people who did not register. I cannot tell you that every Nigerian in Ghana have registered their businesses. But I think we have secured a deal for them. If things are well done, it means that they will have opportunity to register, because there's a concession of not paying the standard duty of 5,000, which was the elephant in the house earlier.
Welcome back to Market Avenue. I have with me in the studio Sharon Tete, who is from GREPA, that's Ghana Real Estate Professionals Association. Sharon, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. It's good to be here.
Wonderful to have you in the studio. Now, you having the Africa Real Estate Conference and Expo 2021, which is underway now at Movenpick Hotel.
That's right.
If you look at the real estate industry in Africa, how will you describe it?
I would describe it as the sustainer of the African economy. As at, I think, Monday of this week, when you look at how the stock markets add to the industry, you realize that the markets for recovery in the entire African continent has to do with real estate.
Wow.
It's one of the major recovery tools. And so I think that it is a very vital aspect of how the economy is going to bounce back better. It will surprise you that during the COVID pandemic, it's one of the industries that actually kept growing. And you would be surprised because pandemic, everybody is trying to, shelve what they have or keep it or hold. People were investing in real estate. And so for us at GREPA, we are very excited that now we are seeing how valuable real estate is actually in Africa. It's actually what, according to the World Bank, it's about a $9 trillion industry of untapped worth in land and property. And so we believe it's one of the major players all across Africa. And we are happy that we are having this expo just to make people know exactly how viable that industry is currently.
Now, 2021 Real Estate Africa conference and expo being held in Ghana. Why not in any other country but Ghana?
That's a very important question. Actually, GREPA, which is the Ghana Real Estate Professionals Association, is the body that brought this conference here. It's the very first to have ever happened anywhere in Africa. And this is because our founder, Madame Victoria Sampa, she is Ghanaian. And so she has something this come home to Ghana. And the reason why we are doing this first here is, as we say, charity begins at home. And so we want to bring the goodness to Ghana first before we extend it anywhere else.
Fantastic. So, so far, how would you describe the participation, the level of participation of this conference?
It's been excellent. I would say it's been excellent because we've had players from across various aspects of the industry. We've had developers, we've had realtors, we've had brokers, we've had even procurement staff. We've had companies, mortgage companies, all to experience for the first time what it would be like to have all industry players in one place, sharing ideas, exchanging contacts and networks, exchanging understanding of each other's markets, because our markets are different. And so it's been great. The participation has been high. The energy has been really good because there's so much to learn and there's so much to impart and receive from each other. So I would say it's been really good.
Fantastic. Now let's break it down. GREPA. You know, it's been interesting to hear of GREPA being the driver of this particular conference. What exactly is GREPA doing in our space as a country?
Well, it's incredible actually what GREPA is doing. What GREPA set as its focus was to help regularize the real estate industry in Ghana. Our founder, Madame Victoria Sampa, she realized that it seems that the real estate started all over Ghana. And so she saw the need to sort of, pull together all the players within Ghana, regularize the system. This was necessary because we've had so many instances where people say, I bought a land here, I built on it, I traveled, I came back, and someone else had taken possession of my land. Or I bought a property and it didn't belong to the person who sold it to me. And these stories, they make the industry look bad. And it's because there are bad players in the industry. And so her vision for setting up GREPA was to sanitize the system, put structures in place that would make the system healthy for all players, and also to government in planning and putting together bills that would help not only industry players but also buyers who are local, buyers who are international, so that at the end of the day, you work hard for your money, you bring it into the system, it should be worth something in return. And so this was basically the reason why she set up GREPA. And over the years, she has consistently grown GREPA. Now we have happily been part of the bill, the Ghana Real Estate Law bill that has been passed. And this is so good for us because it's one of the ways of sanitizing the system and taking out crooks who come in the name of brokers and are no brokers at all, but just steal people's money, all in the name of selling real estate.
Talking about law, I mean, it's said that we are good as a country in passing laws, but when it comes to enforcement, so Ghana Real Estate Law, and therefore, that young man who has just finished school and has got a job, want to have a mortgage.
So I'll speak to two things for now. One of the institutions of the law, or constituents of the law, permit me to say instead, is that you cannot just get up and say you are a broker. You cannot just get up and say you are an agent. Now the law demands of you to have certification and a license before you can practice. Now, if you're found not to have any of that, you will be arrested. And it is not something, I know we say that in Ghana we pass laws, but we never really implement them. No, not this one. You wouldn't want to get in the grips of the police or the court over this one, because this one has a lot of eyes on it. We've missed several investment opportunities because of bad players in the industry. People come from outside the country, they want to invest in real estate in Ghana, and people take their monies and they don't perform. So imagine if you came in with, let's say, $100 million for the industry, and which was supposed to boost the economy, and then someone swindles you of it. You go, you badmouth Ghana to every other person who's out there who is interested in investing in Ghana. So this law is really critical to us, and we are so thankful that it has been passed. Of course, Greta also had its hand in making sure that this law was passed successfully.
So if I want to be a broker, and you're asking me to be an agent, to have certificate, where do I go?
You will come to GREPA.
Oh, I have to come to GREPA.
When you come to GREPA, we will give you all the, would help you with all the
certification. Is there a course I have to undertake?
Yes, we do have certification courses you have to undertake as well. And these certification courses are not just local, but they are also international. An example is the one that we just had last week. It was a full week of intense education regarding global markets and how property is handled, how real estate is handled across. It's popularly called CIPS, which is a Certified International Property, Certified International Property and Real Estate Certification. So you need this.
Wow.
You need this, and other, we have other ones, NAR, the CPR, CAR. You need some of these at least, because it opens your understanding. How do you calculate you need all these things. You need to understand that, okay, if I'm going into an agreement with a buyer to sell a property, so between the seller and the buyer, how do I put certain clauses in place that protects my buyer and doesn't negate or negatively affect my seller? There are so many things that you need to know. You need to understand how to charge commission. You need to understand where in areas you can't charge commission, but you can take a payback. There are so many aspects to this, and it's so important. And I'm so happy that GREPA has all these for you. So if you want to get into the system, come to GREPA.
I have to join the broker. I think like being a broker there will be fantastic. I
would love to welcome you.
Fantastic. Now let's look at your conference underway. What are some of the major issues that have come up so far?
Well, we've had several, but I think I'll touch on two. We've talked about mortgage, how we all regarding the housing deficit, we are all making complaints. The government is complaining, the people are complaining, the developers are complaining. Basically, developers are developing, but it seems more people are not buying. Why are they not buying? They are not able to access mortgage. Why are they not able to access mortgage? The mortgage companies have their own requirements. They would love to sell your house, because if they sell your house, they will make money. However, if you don't meet certain requirements, certain basic requirements, you don't have a credit score, you don't have a credit history, we don't even know where you live, you know, it becomes a problem. So they are not able to give you mortgage. Maybe you even have you're a salary worker, but your affordability rate is, you are earning 1,000 and you want to buy a house that will cost you about 2,000 a month. It's not going to be possible. And so we spoke at length about some of these challenges and how.
So talking about 1,000 Ghana salary, and then so such people, are they written completely? Because
not at all.
Is there no space in terms of market you devise strategy to accommodate them as well?
There is, and thank God so much that the government has put in place this our national identification system, because sometimes it's because we cannot find you. That is why we cannot help you. Mortgage companies want to know that they can find you. They want to know that you have a regular income. They want to know that your affordability rate, you are earning 1,000. Depending on what mortgage company you're working with, your affordability rate could be anywhere between 200 and 300. So at 200 or 300, you can't ask for a property which is like $500,000.
No.
It will not help. So if, say, for example, you wanted a property which is about 82, 85,000, which is like a chamber and hall or a two-bedroom in a good, well-gated community, then your affordability rate is what is going to determine how long your mortgage is going to last for. Perhaps along the way you will get, you know, higher and higher and higher, and as you go higher, your income becomes higher. There are some companies like JL Properties that would actually trade in your old house for a new house. They'll buy out your old house, your two-bedroom or your one-bedroom, which is too small now that you are higher in income, and then give you something better so long as you can pay. So we need our people to be consistent, build a credit score, build a credit history, build income that is, you know, save. Our people don't save. Save so that when we come and we assess everything that you have, we will be able to recommend the right mortgages for you.
Maybe you guys are not been educating them to save.
Well, we have been doing a lot of sensitization. GREPA has been doing a lot of sensitization and education as well. And so this year we intend to go out more and be louder, because we need to elect people like you and more people in the media industry who can give us a voice out there, to give us a voice, because the more we are able to help our people, the better it is for the Ghanaian economy as well.
All right. Now let's look at the issue of pricing. There's that perception, and I don't think it's a reality, that properties in Africa, especially Ghana, is expensive. Did it come up at your conference?
Yes. In fact, the matter of pricing was discussed over and over and over again. And I would like to point out that, number one, you are not allowed to fix prices in a free and open economy. It's illegal. And so...
how is it legal?
It's illegal because, let's say
I'll build my house, I want to sell it.
So let's say that for you, the individual, you can price based on the value.
Okay.
But for us realtors, we cannot come and say that for East Legon, everybody should sell 2-bedroom house at 150,000. It is not allowed. Now to the other side of the pricing issue, we noted that most Ghanaians, you don't really understand what goes into pricing. So let's say in East Legon 20 years ago, I'd say 200 Ghana cedis, and 20 years on it's appreciated and it's selling about 2 million cedis. And so I want to put up a 4-bedroom house and sell. So I put that house on there and then I'm selling. I have no idea specifically what the markets are for pricing. I'm only thinking about my cost, I'm thinking about the location, and I'm thinking about how my other neighbors have priced their property. So maybe the property I've put up there is not worth what I'm selling it for. But so long as my contemporaries in the area are selling at that price, hey, as long as there are buyers, all play all. But that is not the right way to go. It's one of the things that we're looking forward to, that when the time comes for amendment of the bill, we would push for that there should be some sort of price ranging. You may not be able to have the same pricing because I may use maybe Italian tiles or Italian finishes for my project. You may use something from, say, Germany or from the UK. Someone will use from China. Someone will use from Africa. So we cannot definitely have the same. However, there can be a range, so that the range serves as a guide. And so this guide will help us not to overprice property. One of the major components of why there are a lot of vacant, beautiful houses around Accra is because of this overpricing matter. And so we are looking forward to the next step when the bill comes up for amendment, that we will push for pricing to be also tackled. Yes.
All right. Now, in terms of technology, I mean, technology is all about, but we seem to be a people that is into a brick and mortar, one block, per block time. So if we put up a house that is even brick, which is environmentally friendly, we aren't ready to go for that as a people. Did it come up so that you help change the psyche or the mindset of average Ghanaian or perhaps Africans to go into it? Because we go to UK, it's the norm there.
It's true. Actually, it's one of the things that tomorrow we will deal with extensively, and so I'd ask that you come, and as many of your viewers as can come, please do come around our move and pick. We are at Ballroom 1. We will discuss this into detail, but I'll just speak a little bit to it. So we have found out that over the years, the Ghanaian terrain is changing. Some people are beginning to embrace what we call alternative building structures, and it's very critical to us. I know you know a lot of these high-rise buildings across Accra. They don't have typical, brick and mortar.
They are steel,
yeah. And then they will use dry walls. Why are they doing that? They're doing that because they're looking at sustainability. They're looking at how the materials that are used affect the environment. They're looking at energy conservation and all that. And it will surprise you, but gradually, some people, not only foreigners living in Ghana actually, but also Ghanaians, not even Ghanaians who have traveled outside the country, but indigenous Ghanaians who have been here all their lives are actually beginning to adapt. It's more efficient and it's faster to build actually. So tomorrow we would speak to this extensively, and I would love for you and all your viewers to be present. All right.
The African Continental Free Trade Area, Ghana is a hub, and you're hosting the first Africa Real Estate Conference. How is this playing out at the conference?
Oh, it's amazing. We've had participants and speakers from across Africa join us. It's been one of the major things on the heart of our founder, because we look at how we are neighbors with Ivory Coast, we are neighbors with Togo, we are neighbors with Benin. We are neighbors. We are not far from each other, and yet to be able to cross over to another side to even transact real estate business is a problem, And And so we are happy that they are here. They came, I mean, it was surprising, from Cameroon, from Nigeria, from Sierra Leone, from Liberia, from several parts of Africa, and they are all here. We are exchanging ideas, we are exchanging knowledge of the markets, and it's been vibrant, it's been good. I really wish you and your team would come and join us tomorrow, just to give you an idea of what we've been up to.
Fantastic. Do you have a participant from, let's say, US, another part of Europe, joining you as well?
Yes, we do. We do. We have families, in fact, whole families come join us for the conference. The idea has been that they would like to relocate to Ghana, and so they would like to know what the real estate industry is like in Ghana. And some have even come to set up businesses. Some have come through GREPA to set up businesses here in Ghana as well. So we've had people come from the US. I think we've had a couple from Portugal. We've had someone from Germany, and we've had a few others from the UK as well. And it's been good because the exchange of ideas and knowledge has been very, very worthwhile.
All right. Finally, in terms of B2B, do you have a session, or have you done anything to make sure that we get investors from elsewhere abroad and then join hands with Ghanaians to be able to help turn our real estate industry?
Yes, this has been going on a lot since day one. There's been a lot of networking events within the entire program, and our founder, Madam Victoria Sampa, she made sure that we had these sessions just so that we can find collaborative opportunities amongst ourselves. So we've had developers want to collaborate with realtors. We've had property inspectors want to collaborate with developers, so that at the end of the day we have some sort of intertwined collaboration. We've also had people come up with ideas, do venture capital, so they want to invest more in real estate here in Ghana, and so they are looking at, okay, so if I come in with my expertise, you come in with your money, they come in with their land, they come in with this, what can we do together? So this is how it's been.
All right, thank you very much, Sharon Tete, for your time in the studio. We've been talking about the Africa real estate industry optimized to the benefit of ordinary Africa. My name is Edward Nyakubo. We'll come here with tomorrow. Shalom.